In this video, I am going to be talking about Wicked for Good, and why this movie is a near amazing conclusion to the iconic first part. Let's get right into it. Serving as a continuation to the first part of Wicked, Wicked for Good explores the relationship between Elphaba and Glinda as they embrace their new identities as the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good. I saw Wicked for Good in 3D at my local Cinemark theater, and what do I have to say about it? I was astonished! I had low expectations after I found out critics were feeling less enthusiastic about this movie, but then I saw it for myself and I was pleasantly surprised. Allow me to explain why Wicked for Good is a near satisfying conclusion, in my opinion. 1. The particular reason why I was astonished with Wicked for Good is that the story is not afraid to shift into something quite intense. Remember how lighthearted and symphonic the first part of Wicked was with its magical set of characters, themes, and obviously music? Well, technically, they still retain nearly everything that made Wicked Part 1 special, but turned it up to 11 by making it intense. 2. The acting is just as captivating as Wicked Part 1, especially Ariana Grande as Glinda and Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, aka the Wicked Witch of the West. It is just as strong to the point where it needs no introduction. 3. Obviously, the special effects, both practical and visual, still look as neat as the effects in Wicked Part 1. One of the moments where the special effects really shine in my book are the first musical number that took place at the Land of Oz and Emerald City, and the Wizard interior during the wonderful musical number. That scene is so colorful. 4. Some characters like Elphaba, Glinda, and to a lesser extent Nessa Rose have gotten more complex than they are in the first part of Wicked, which is what makes them so engaging. 5. The soundtrack is predictably amazing. John Powell's score is incredible, and the new songs, which are No Place Like Home and The Girl in the Bubble, add to the story quite nicely. However, the true standouts on the movie's soundtrack are easily No Good Deed and the moving duet For Good. 6. The costume designs and some makeup on the characters look absolutely divine. The talented artists and designers truly outdid themselves when crafting the Emerald City soldiers' uniforms, and the makeup artist masterfully transformed Bog from looking normal into some man who appeared to be made of tin. 7. The foreshadowing is well done. One instance I want to bring up without going into further detail is the scene where Bog serves Nessa some tea before Elphaba tries to cast a spell on Nessa until it backfired. If you notice the look of the teapot, it is made out of tin, which impressively hints at what is going to happen to Bach. 8. The cinematography feels a bit more focused than Wicked Part 1. Don't get me wrong, the cinematography in Part 1 has exceptional shots, but it can be a little shaky in some scenes. Personally, I believe the cinematographers are more locked in when they splendidly film the entirety of Wicked for Good, even if it's kind of fast paced. 9. For a movie that is essentially intense and touching, it has its small, cute, and comedic moments. For a lighthearted instance, is the scene where Glinda taps her bubble transport on and off after receiving it as a gift from Madame Morrible, or if you're looking for a chaotic instance, the scene where Glinda and Elphaba have a, let's just say, a friendly argument at Munchkinland. 10. Last but not least, the ending is bittersweet, but at the same time, it is unapologetically emotional. Me describing the entire ending would rather be spoiler talk, but hey, if Avengers Infinity War taught me anything when I was young, not all stories have sweet or happy endings. As much as I was astonished with Wicked for Good, I need to note some flaws. While I appreciate the intense thematics, some scenes may be questionable and puzzling for younger viewers. And while I'm relieved the runtime isn't that long, the pacing is arguably quicker than Wicked Part 1. Nonetheless, I was still not disappointed with the movie. Overall, Wicked for Good is an almost satisfying conclusion to an iconic feature-length movie adaptation of the Broadway musical's first act. Sure, I will not say it's Avengers Endgame level satisfying in terms of endings, but this movie got their main priorities straight by successfully continuing the story and giving our main duo the resolution they need. And I feel the filmmakers, including John M. Chu, did their job right. In conclusion, if you loved Wicked Part 1 but have some concerns about Wicked for Good due to the mixed reviews from critics, I suggest lowering your expectations before seeing it. Who knows? Maybe it will leave you changed for good. I give Wicked for Good a solid 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching my review on Wicked for Good. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.